Good morning, long time no see. I really wanted to vlog today. I don't know if it'll be one day or the weekend. Uh-oh. We're matching today. That wasn't done on purpose. Tom dressed him downstairs and I put this on upstairs. Mine is just a Mama sweatshirt from Misguided off ASOS. Who are you looking for? Dada. Dada's gone to the shop. And his is a t-shirt from Zara that says Little Big Heart, and it's really cute actually. I've just sat on the bedroom floor and done my makeup because I woke up this morning thinking I really want to vlog today, and I just, don't be fooled, this is the first time that I've worn makeup since Boxing Day, I think. And that was just because I felt just like I just wanted to spruce myself up. But today I thought I can't come back. Well, I could, but the first vlog that I upload after months and months of not uploading, me looking absolutely dreadful. So I've got lots to update you on. I've got lots of things that I want to say and do. As I said, now might not be the best time. I just wanted to start this and I could start vlogging for the day. Tom has gone to pick up our Tesco click and collect order. Later on we'll have a catch up and I'll probably do a separate update video because some of you might not know that I'm currently 28 weeks pregnant. I think it's 28 today, could be 29, I think it's 28, because I've not really put that anywhere other than Instagram. And there's just a lot. Obviously it's been months since I've been here. Oh, he's causing chaos. I know. So I'm gonna go down and make us both some lunch. I had porridge for breakfast, which is something that when I'm pregnant makes me feel quite queasy, but it's one thing that I don't have to share because he really isn't keen on it. Everything else that I have for breakfast he will eat, like Weetabix, everything. So this is one thing that I don't have to share, so I've had that, but I'm just starving today. I'm really hungry. So the plan is for today, I mean, it's lockdown, there's not really much we can do, but we are going to go on our daily walk. We've not done that yet. Tom's going to come home with the shopping, so I'll film that because I really like seeing what other people get on their food shop. Now, we've been really good recently because we've been getting these once every maybe 10 days, like quite a big shop. I thought I would show that, but usually I'm really good at kind of, not meal planning, but thinking, right, this week we'll have a roast, a chilli, and I don't know, shepherd's pie or salmon or whatever. This week, the last week has been horrendous. Rupert's really not been well. I think he's got an ear infection. He's been prescribed some ear drops by the doctors, and he's just been up so early. Last night he didn't go to bed till 10 o'clock at night, then he wakes up at 5. He's just not himself whatsoever. He's been much more needy than usual. Nursery was closed for a day because they had to send some of the staff for COVID tests. Then another day where he's meant to go, we kept him off because he was full up, snotty. He's not, I wouldn't say he's got a cold, but he's very snotty. And they want to keep everyone off at the moment that's got any kind of illness, which makes sense. So there's been kind of no let up. And I know it's hard on them as much as it is on us because they don't get it and they're cooped up inside and they get to go around the block and they can't do anything fun, but it's been relentless. So when we were doing this food shop, Tom usually sits like hovering over my shoulder, but he didn't this time, and I've just put in a load of random stuff, so goodness knows what's going to arrive. I feel like there's always a lot of pressure as well because once you like, that's it then, and you've sent it off and you've reached the cut off and you can't change anything, it's like and then you think of everything that you should have ordered. I'll quickly show you what I've put on my face. Excuse the carpet, the Hoover is upstairs because we need to Hoover obviously. The whole house honestly is a state. We've been keeping on top of it, but this last week we just haven't because we've been so tired. We've literally just been sat trying to entertain Rupert and keep him happy, and everything else has just gone out the window really, but that's life and no one can come in at the moment, so no one's gonna see it. I'll be very careful where I film today. Okay, so I started off with this, which is the Glossier Future Dew. I used this after I put on some Embryo Lease. Let's see if we can get this to focus. I feel a bit old school. My Embryo Lease moisturiser after I've done my skincare. So then I pop this on and it's like, it says it's an oil serum hybrid, but it's just very glowy. Like it's like a bit of a glowy primer, but it's a bit more skincare, but I don't really use it as skincare, if that makes sense, but they market it as a skincare item, if that made any sense. You can tell I'm a bit rusty at this. Use the NARS eyeshadow like base thing, and I popped on some of this literally just to put a little bit of something on. I used this colour in my crease. This is the gingerbread palette from Too Faced. And then I put this one on, and then I used a little bit of this in my crease as well, and also under my eyes. And then I do foundation. So I mix together the Giorgio Armani, this just doesn't want to focus, does it really today? The Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation with the It Cosmetics CC Cream. This has not changed. Like, I've used the same kind of makeup base for a while now. My battery's low, that's a good start. Then I used my Benefit, this is the Precisely My Brow Pencil. Really is not going to focus. I'm just going to point to things because all this is in focus. Then I went in with my concealer, which is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I also set with the Hourglass Veil Powder. I wouldn't really write home about that. It was very, very popular and very hyped when it first came out, but it's not been my favourite thing. I almost prefer the Glossier one. It's like a fraction of the price. Then once I'd set that, I do my bronzer. So I'm using this Bronze Goddess by Estee Lauder at the moment. I had it in my drawer for ages and I thought I should probably get through this because it's a chunky old thing. Blusher is the Tarte one in Party. That's what that one looks like. And then I've got the shade Medium in that one. I always find it helpful when people say the shades. That's 04 or number 4, and this is Fair. This is Light. Yeah, the Tarte thing is Light. This is the foundation brush that I've been using. Cosmetics limited edition one, and I got it for Christmas and I love it. It's really, really nice. Then I used the Hourglass mascara. This is the Caution mascara. Yeah, I got this for Christmas too. I've used it literally twice, once on Boxing Day and then today because I've not worn makeup, but I do really like it so far. Just an old Becca in the shade Opal, and I've had this literally for years. It's probably way past its best, but I just always go back to it, and yeah, just don't think you can go wrong with that. And on my lips I've got the Fresh Sugar, it's kind of like a lip balmy type thing in the shade Spice. I got these in Paris in a little set. I love them. Rupert's been helping me, hence the mess. The reason I'm not sat on my dressing table is because he always wants to sit on my knee, which is normally fine. Yeah, it's usually fine when he wants to sit on my knee, but obviously I've got a baby bump. So between me and him and the dressing table, I actually can then just not really reach anything very well, and the mirror isn't like stuck to the wall, it's just balanced on top of the dressing table, and it all just goes really badly wrong. So I sat on the floor and did it this morning, which is probably not going to do me any good. Just dropped my camera on the floor, so I'm really hoping that it's fine. I think I've smashed the screen again. I've only just had it fixed, but that's by the by. Rupert's just having some cheese on crackers with, well, cheese next to crackers, some strawberries for lunch. As I said, he's not really been feeling very well, so I'm just trying to give him stuff that I know he will appreciate. Tom has bought the shopping back, so I'm going to show you what we got. I actually didn't do too bad. I thought I'd done a lot worse than this, to be fair. Rupert's just kind of getting a bit dozy now, so it's always this time of the afternoon where he seems to kind of like lag after his lunch. He's not really eaten much. I swear this is more zoomed in than it should be. It is. There we go, that's better. So yeah, so I'm gonna show you all of this stuff, and I need to get on like tidying up after I've had some dinner, because there really is stuff everywhere in this house and it's just not great. So I've kind of tried to group everything up. I've not done one of these in ages. Starting with bread, we've got tea cakes, some soft white rolls, wholemeal bread. This is just a Warburton small one. Tommy and Rupert really like brown bread. I'm not so keen at the moment. Like, if I was trying to be better, then I'd eat this, but I've got myself some Warburton's Toasty, 2 packets of bananas, because at the moment I've been having one on my Weetabix every morning, and then in the afternoon sometimes I fancy another one with some strawberries. Obviously I don't want to have too many, but I've been really wanting bananas at the moment, so I always get the ones that are a bit greener so they last longer. So I've got about 10 there to be getting through. As I said, we won't be doing like another big shop for a while now, so the longer this stuff can last, the better. Some red grapes, Rupert and I love these. Tommy doesn't really eat fruit, he's more into like protein shakes. And then some of these, Rupert eats these easy peelers at nursery, but he won't really have them at home. But I just thought I'd try because obviously they're good for him. Some parsnips, probably have some kind of roast dinner. Some broccoli for the same reason. And I've also seen, I think it was What Mummy Makes, made a bacon and cream cheese and broccoli pasta, and it looked so good. So I've been really fancying broccoli as well recently. Just some apples for Rupert, he's obsessed with them. Some carrots. I cleaned out, I've still got a long way to go, which is why the kitchen feels a lot messier than usual, because a lot of our worktop at the moment has been taken up by stuff that's out of the cupboards. And I went through our baking cupboard the other day and a load of stuff. Memory card's running out of space, so I got a new one for Christmas and I need to put it in. I keep having to just delete clips off this camera. So I just topped up what had gone out of date basically. So there's some plain self-raising flour, plain flour, some icing sugar, caster sugar, baking powder and vanilla extract, literally just the basics. I've got some bacon potatoes because they're just a really easy meal for me to have. Sometimes I'll have these with beans and cheese. I like having them with my salmon and also with tuna and beans, which don't knock it until you've tried it. Maris Piper potatoes for when we have our roast, or last night I had sausage, mash and beans for tea and it was heavenly. So a staple at the moment. This pizza is just the Tesco's basic margherita pizza, but we've had a milk leakage, so I've had to take it out of the box. When I was doing the order last night, I really fancied an egg custard, so I bought myself a box. 2 boxes of eggs. The boys go through these like crazy. Tom will have eggs every single day. He has them boiled, fried, scrambled, and Rupert really likes them as well. Some Country Life butter, mild cheddar cheese. Rupert has just started really getting into like grated cheese, and we noticed that if I buy the pre-grated bags, he doesn't eat it, but if it's this kind of cheese in a block that I grate myself, I think it's a lot softer texture, he'll eat it. Very strange. Some yogurts for Rupert, so just a couple of the Milky Bar ones. Again, I had to take this out of the package because it had got milk spilt on it, and some of these tend to be the yogurts that he has most. I just got these as like a little treat at the weekend after we've had like a roast. I think it's cute if he's had his tea to have one of those. These are just fruit yogurt, so strawberry, peach, apricot and raspberry. And then also this Skyr vanilla yogurt, which I really like to make overnight oats with. So it's high protein, fat free, reduced sugar. So me and Rupert usually share an overnight oats if I make one with some raspberries. They had sold out of strawberries and raspberries online when I did this shop. So yesterday we walked around to Co-op and I bought strawberries and raspberries. So we've got those as well. Milk, Rupert drinks the whole milk, me and Tom have semi-skimmed, and then a couple of packets of bacon because I just really have been enjoying bacon at the moment. Blaming quite a lot of these purchases on pregnancy, but I feel like it is very relevant right now. Another box of porridge oats. As I said this morning, that's what I've been having so that he doesn't steal them, and that's what I use in the overnight oats. My granddad always used to use the Quaker ones, so it's just what I always go to. These again are something that it must be salt at the moment, because I will have a bag of these there when I have a sandwich with some squares now for my lunch. This is the coffee that I really like from Nespresso machine. It's the Starbucks Blonde Roast coffee. I saw these on Hannah Mags' vlogs that she gives them to her boys as snacks. They're quite low calories, and I just thought it was a bit of an alternative, something for him to try. So that's some proper corn, sweet and salty. A box of bake at home Yorkshire puddings, because honestly just the amount of arguments we've had about Yorkshire puddings going wrong in this house, it's just so much easier to buy them already made and then just put them in the oven. So that's those. Again, I cleaned out our like kind of pull out cupboard where all our sauces and bits are, and I always have to have a backup ketchup because I panic if I run out. Some vegetable oil and also some just normal salt. I ordered a bag of mini eggs and they've sent a cream egg Easter egg instead. Tom was saying last night how much he loves cream eggs, so I'm sure he'll enjoy this, but it's not what we ordered. And they didn't tell us when Tom went to pick it up, they didn't say there was any substitutes, they just gave it to him. So I ordered these for Tom as well because he loves Terry's chocolate orange. I always like to get him a little treat because I feel like he doesn't ever do that, and it makes me feel better about eating like egg custards and stuff if he's got something. Some shaving foam, shaving gel even for me. Calpol for Rupert. I did order an ibuprofen, but I haven't seen that actually. Obviously at the moment, as I said, he's not been feeling great, so this is just something that we need in the cupboard. And then some cooked meat, last but not least. We've been having kind of like a roast chicken dinner every week or every other week, and it takes, you know, like sometimes you just can't bother prepping it and making it. So this week I thought we would be a bit lazy and try these. Now Rupert loves roast chicken, so he has it on like sandwiches. He'll have it on the side of just like a snacky plate, and then he loves it on a roast dinner as well. So I thought if I got these, it means we can just kind of like chop and change and choose how we want to use it. So and it's already cooked for us, so it's a lot easier. We'll see how it goes. I got some honey roast ham for sandwiches, and then I got myself a couple of packets of roast beef because I really wanted roast beef last week and we didn't have any. Let's get this bad boy in and hope we have less issues with storage.
Turn it on.
Wow! Wow!
Keep going. Okay, now do it.
Okay, I've made a start up here. What you just saw Rupert doing there, so I moved those to washing and had a general tidy up. We had Disney songs playing on in the background, so we were having a bit of a dance, and then we've basically been through all of Rupert's old clothes and sorted through what we want to keep, what we want to throw. I'd obviously done that like 2 years ago when when he grew out of like his baby stuff, but taste changed, so we've just done it again over the last few days, and we've put them back in those like vacuum bags, so they needed vacuuming up so we can put them back in the loft. We've brought down all of the baby stuff that we had, and Tom's brought down both sleepy heads because we had the small one and the big one for Rupert, and we don't need the big one down here straight away, so it's stuff like that that you can take back up. I've been gathering together some rubbish. There's so much in here to do, but it was just chaos, but I feel good because I've got through some of it, but we really need to go and get some fresh air now. I did say to Tom I'd like to get out before it started snowing properly again. We haven't achieved that, but we've done some jobs that makes me feel quite productive. I realised that I filmed that whole thing with like scabby leftover lip balm lips. I'm sorry, I'll sort that now. It's gross, but I'm human. All suited and booted, ready to go on our walk, but Rupert's had a meltdown because he didn't want to wear his wellies, so we've given in because he was getting in a right state. To be honest, it's not actually that bad out there, it's just wet, so he'll be fine in his trainers, but choose your battles and all of that. He's tired, he's not himself at all, but it's hard work and like that. I don't really think I need my camera. Well, I'm not going to capture any snow, but we literally just go around the block from our house back to our house, as everybody else is probably doing right now. But it's nice to get some fresh air, even though it is freezing. Okay, then he decided he wanted the pram, so we've come and got the trike. Oh, the joys today. Should we go? Should we go? The park is slightly flooded. When I actually said before to the vlog that I didn't think we really needed our wellies on. Glad to put them on. It is absolutely waterlogged. Wowzers.
You can see the water, Rupert.
Oh, that was hard work. He's not himself, but he's also like 2 and a bit, and he's not sleepy, so I know it like comes with the territory. It's really blue in here when the big light isn't on, but yeah, he wanted to come home and he didn't want to come home. My scarf has like rubbed all the makeup off actually. It was nice. I'm glad we stayed out. We nearly came home a bit earlier, but I said to Tom, I said I feel really bad because we're not doing anything at the moment. We should probably just stay out a bit longer, and then we ended up finding those puddles which he loved, and I thought I'd just come and sit in here and say, because sometimes I feel like it's really shaky when I'm up and about and distracted and doing stuff. As I said, I've got loads to update you on, but yeah, I don't want it to come across like I'm really whining about him today, but it's just like, we obviously, he didn't want his wellies on, he wanted his shoes on, I don't know why, and then obviously we set off, and then he was requesting the pram, which he never really goes in the pram. When I took him to the shop yesterday, Tom had a really long, like 3-hour phone call yesterday, training coursing, so I had to keep him, the only room really that locks in this house that he can't access if we're on the other side is the garage, and there's no internet connection in the garage, it's freezing, so Tom couldn't go and sit in there, so he was upstairs. But Rupert just, like, he'll climb over the stair gates now to get upstairs, so we leave them open. We have the one upstairs closed at night in case I'm worried that he gets like disorientated and he like has a wander, so we keep that closed, and that works really well at night. But during the day he just kind of like comes and goes as he pleases. So yesterday I said, do you want to walk to the shop? And he was like, no. And he loves going on walks and scooting and everything like that, but he didn't want to yesterday. So I said, what about if we went in the pram? He was like, yeah, pram. And he honestly really never goes in the pram anymore at all. I can't even remember the last time he was out in the pram. And he was happy in it the whole time we went to the shop, around the shop and home again. So today he requested the pram halfway and he wasn't going to go any further, so we had to come all the way back home again. And I feel like I've got like somebody on my shoulder, like a little bird on my shoulder being like, don't give in, keep going, make him keep walking. But then I'm thinking, we're in the middle of the street in public and he's literally not happy, it's freezing cold, he's not well. And as much as like, I feel like a lot of people would be like, you need to show him who's boss, don't give in, I just really do feel like you need to pick your battles. And unless you were the person that stood there at that present moment in time battling with this child, there's not really any room for advice or opinion, is there really? You just got to do what you got to do. And then we ended up having a really nice walk, so I'm glad we came back and got his trike, which is something that I didn't want him to fall asleep, but that's why I didn't want him to go in the pram, because he fell asleep yesterday for an hour on me in the afternoon and then he didn't go to bed till 10 p.m. So I didn't want that to happen tonight, so I'd rather he was just shattered now, and then we can do like a 6:30 bedtime or something like that. I really fancy chippy for tea. I really am just talking about food all the time, but this is one of the conversations we had on the walk. So I'm just going to chill now. I'm reading at the moment. I've really got back into reading. If you follow me on Instagram you'll see, but I've got a Goodreads account as well. I think if you just search my name I should come up there, and it says like what I'm reading at the moment and like what stars and ratings I've given past books. But the one I'm reading at the moment, I bought it on my Kindle because it's a bit cheaper, and I don't really do that unless we're going somewhere, which obviously I've not really used my Kindle a lot the past 12 months. But if there's a book that I'm not so sure about and I'm not bothered about the cover and I don't think it's going to be something that I'm going to keep, I will get it on my Kindle. I don't think there's anything quite like reading an actual book though. It's called Salt Slow and I really don't like it, but I'm one of them people that once I've started a book I have to unless it was like absolutely terrible. But I keep hoping it's going to get better. It's short stories, which I didn't realise, and I've never really read a book like this before. It's quite dark and gothic, which I knew before I bought it that it was like that, but it's something that I've not really read before, so I thought I'll give it a try, I might really enjoy it. And I'm not, it's a bit weird. If you've read it, let me know in the comments what you thought of it. I'm about halfway through. So yeah, I'm going to go and read that on the sofa. The handy thing about having a Kindle is as well though, is that I've always got one hand spare for Rupert if he climbs on me, or like now he's got the Gruffalo on, and you can guarantee that even though he's snuggling Tom at the moment, when I go in there he'll swap, come and sit with me, which is lovely. But if I want to read, it's nice that I've got my hand free, and then I can snuggle him with my other arm, and we're all happy then. I just think it's important sometimes during the day, especially at the moment with what everyone's going through, to allow yourself to have that like downtime and that chill time, because it's very easy to feel like you need to be on the go all the time and entertaining them. And like today, you know, he loves doing the housework, so like if we were upstairs and we were sorting washing out, if I asked him to go and put something somewhere, he loves doing that, and that's like an activity in itself. Morrison's salted caramel ice cream, I just really wanted toffee ice cream. This was the closest that I could get to it. I'm not really a fan of salted caramel, like I always stay clear of it, but this is just incredible. And then I've been pairing it with an ice cream cone because it just tastes so much better in a wafer. And I've not had like an at-home made ice cream cone since I was about 8, and I used to have them at my grandparents' house. but there's just nothing like it, honestly. It's so good and it's all I've wanted at the moment. And like the balance between the vanilla ice cream and then the toffee, oh, it's so good. So I'm gonna have this and then brush my teeth and go to bed. It's just the best thing. Good morning from me and this little one. I'm very glad I made an overnight oats last night for breakfast. It makes life a lot easier in the mornings when I've pre-made breakfast. I'm tired. He's requested to sit in the back room, so I've just come to get a blanket. I've left Tommy upstairs in bed. I'm going to start a new book. I finished the other one last night. I had about one story left in it. I just couldn't do it. I'm coming! I look like a floating head because the lighting in here is really strange, and I'm wearing a black roll neck, no bra. Don't really wear a bra these days, to be honest, unless I'm going to the hospital or the doctors. Just come in Rupert's room and I thought I'd give you a little kind of look round. It's not finished, as I said before. He's just actually discovered we've got a wardrobe in here that's been like had all like stuff in it that we don't want to use yet. For him, you know, like if I bought toys that are a bit older for him or stuff in the sale, some baby stuff, and he's just discovered it. He hadn't opened it since before today, and he's been in this room for like 2 months now. So that's going to be interesting. I might need to put a light on in here because it's a bit dark, isn't it? There we go. So yeah, so I'm gonna just, I mean, there's like a sock on the floor. He's just been in here causing chaos, really. So this is going to be interesting as time goes on. Everything's going to fall out on me. I might just leave that there for now. I'll sort it later. So I'll start as you walk in, I guess. His TP is over here, and he's been in this hiding this morning. This room before was all white. Is this your bedroom? Yeah. And then we've used this. I will write the name of the paint underneath. I think, was it Oval Room Blue by Farquhar, I think. Yeah, Moon. And then he's got this, well, to be honest, we bought a lot of stuff in from his old room, but I never really showed that. So one of my friends, I asked her to stitch this for me. Yeah, the moon. This print, so that was in his other room when it was a nursery. Mummy, do it? You do it, okay. This print is from Wonder and Raw, and so is this one. As I said, I'll put everything like down below that I can. So this paint is Farquhar Oval Room Blue. His bed is from Next. I won't go through everything because I will do like a whole video or post on it. But yeah, I've just quickly made his bed. He has to sleep with everything. He has like 6 books in here. Mr. Potato. Where's Mr. Potato? Potato. Potato. You're not going to reach that from there, darling. Can Mummy do it? No. Okay. Little corner over here with his chest of drawers that houses most of his clothes. I've just got some clothes out for tomorrow. I like to be one step ahead of the game. He's not even dressed today yet, but I do have his outfit out ready. A little light on here and just bits and pieces, and a couple more prints. Are you going to go on the trike? Yeah? Come on then. Mummy's going downstairs. Yeah, come on. Oh, and then over here, there's another part of... Okay, 1 second. He's got this rug, teddies and toys in there, and then his books are up here. So that was a really haphazard. It would have been a lot more chill if he had stayed downstairs, but just a little look at his room, so you can kind of get the gist of it. But as I said, it's not like pristine at the moment and perfect, and I need to like zhuzh it up and have a bit of a tidy and a clean. And we've got, he's downstairs now, and we've got all the stuff that we need to. Can Mummy do the gate? Don't throw, darling. He's playing with one of the toys that I've bought for his brother. It's just like a little snail from Sainsbury's, but I don't mind him playing with it, but throwing it down the stairs is something else entirely. I think I'm gonna make a coffee. Tommy got me a new flask for Christmas. It's a Chili's one, and one of the new coffee ones, or hot drink ones, and I think I'm gonna fill that up with a coffee and sneak some Lotus biscuits in my pocket. I'm starving now. I had like cold porridge at 7 AM. So I think I'm gonna do that, and we're gonna go for a walk. I just feel like on a Sunday it's nice to have a bit of an earlier walk and get out before everybody else does. Help! Help! I got them. Good boy. And then it just means that we can just like stay in then and get cozy for the afternoon, and we're not having to think that we've still got to venture out into the cold. So that is what the plan is for this morning. This is the coffee cup that Tommy got me for Christmas. So I think they do it in a dark green, a baby blue, and this is the peach one. Put him in his little Zara dungarees and Zara trainers, and then that bodysuit is old from M&S, but I just feel like it could be nice and warm. And then I've got like a knitted brown jumper to go on over the top, as well as his coat and his hat. That was. It really surprises me how out of breath I get just from running up the stairs, honestly. Oh. It's about 2ish now. We got back from our walk just after 12. We were out for a good hour and a half. I fell over. First time I've used that Chili's cup, and I've like chipped it ridiculously. I had my wellies on. I was gonna wear my walking boots. I'll take these off. I always find the reflection is like, I feel like it's gonna be really annoying for you if I don't take them off. Yeah, I was gonna wear my walking boots, but I couldn't get them on with 2 pairs of socks, and it's so cold that I need 2 pairs of socks on. So I couldn't get my walking boots on. I think my feet have probably got a bit bigger as well, with being pregnant. So I wore my wellies because the only other thing that I've got are my Converse, which have no grip whatsoever. And I got my wellies, that's what Thomas got me for Christmas this year. And there's so much black ice that I didn't know about until I fell. And I've kind of like went down like that on my bum. So I've got like the top of my bottom, the bottom of my back, feels really sore on this side. And then I've grazed my left knee, and there's a big bump forming, and it's really sore. I'm about to hop in the shower to warm up. It's the same as yesterday. I was just being sat on the sofa, and Tom's like, it's 21.5 degrees in here, how can you be cold? And I'm like, I'm freezing. But I get really bad headaches if the room temperature is too hot. So because he was like, we can turn the heating up, and I was like, I don't want you to. Like, if I have a shower and then put my dressing gown on, I'll feel much better. So I've just snuck upstairs because Rupert is just following us everywhere we go, so he might join me in a minute. But I'm gonna use, I thought I'd just show you, I did think about coming up and refilming the bit you'll have already seen from this morning, where I showed you Rupert's bedroom, because one of the things sometimes I feel with vlogging, especially if like Rupert's running around or I'm not having a great day or whatever, I get really anxious about it, and I feel like I'll finish filming a clip, and then when I think about it back in my head, I think I need to refilm that. But then it's not an authentic vlog, because it's almost like I'm rehearsing it if I'm having to say it twice. And I saw Louise Pentland talking about this in one of her vlogs quite a while ago, where she was saying that she would literally refilm and edit things out to the point where she didn't even feel like it was her in the vlog anymore. Because I just felt like I went downstairs and I was really worked up after I filmed that, and Tom was like, what's the matter? And I said that was really difficult because obviously Rue came in and I wanted to show you his room, and I could go back in there now while I'm up here on my own, but I've filmed it once and it just won't be, I don't know, do you know what I mean? So I'm going to leave it in, and I'm going to try not to worry. I mean, this house, we're a normal family. This house is, at the moment, I feel a complete mess. It's like, I came up here, didn't I, yesterday, and tidied, and already there's like a till on my bed, there's a book on my bed, like it's already a state in here. We do have a 2 and a bit year old that is going to be in the background, and I'm not like consciously not filming him, but like every time if he sees the camera he wants it, and I am quite conscious and aware of like how much of him I include in these vlogs. I've not really thought about that. I know some people don't like to put their kids in videos at all, and some people feature them quite heavily, but I think it'll be just a as and when with us, and not too much, but you will see him here and there. I feel like when I vlogged when he was like a baby, I got caught so much on camera. There's some content from when we went to Devon on holiday that I haven't even edited and uploaded, and I don't know whether it'd be a bit weird for me to upload it now, but I should edit it just for us to have the video. And I feel like I love that I've got those memories, and I feel like I don't have anything from this last year of him like that. Obviously I've got so many clips and videos on my phone, but nothing like what an actual vlog would be like. So I have just missed it, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I thought I'd just show you a couple of bits that I've really been enjoying at the moment. So I'm going to jump in the shower, and I ordered off Function of Beauty. So this is the shampoo. It's a hair care brand that I've seen like different influencers of people talk about, and it's one of them where you think, is it actually good, or is it because they're being paid to talk about it? But it kept stalking me on Facebook, and then after Christmas they had an offer on, so I thought I'm going to try it. And basically you go online and there's like different tick boxes, so you tell them like what problems you have with your hair, what you'd like fixing it with your hair, whether your hair is dry, normal, oily, like what kind of hair you have, long, coarse, wavy, and then you choose the colour of what you want in here. So you can choose like green, orange, purple, and you get to choose the scent, which is obviously quite difficult because I have no idea. I think I got the peach one, was there? There was one that was like the best selling one, so I thought, oh, I'll just get that. I'll smell it now for the first time. It's quite nice actually. It smells a bit like it's definitely the peach one. It's quite strong, so you can decide, you can choose what level of like strength you want. I don't know whether this is a bit too strong, to be honest, but obviously it's the first time that I'd ordered, so I didn't really know what to select, and I didn't want it to not smell of anything. Then you basically get the pumps separate. Compared to like Olaplex and some like higher end shampoo and conditioners, they were quite reasonably priced. I can't actually remember how much I paid because it was literally weeks ago. But then you can customize the bottle, so they come with like cute little stickers that you can put on them, and then you can put your name on it. So mine just says Function of Alfie because my initials are ALF, so that's my typically become my nickname. And then the conditioner is the same pink, but just obviously darker because it's conditioner, but they don't have any sulfates in. It's vegan and cruelty free, 100% recycled plastic. So I thought I'd give them a try really. I don't know if I've just like the hype's swept me away. We've actually just ordered a chair for the nursery. Got this chair in here. All of these prints have come out of the room that Rupert's in now. These were all being stored in there, so there's just every room is like being mismatched. But I bought this for about £40 from a local lady who had done it up. She'd repainted it cream, and I've repainted it grey since. It needs doing again. And this just sits in our bedroom. This is the next room that I want to decorate. That's a different, I don't know whether to do a vlog where I go around and say what the plans are for the house, because I feel like I've got quite a few of them. But we used this a lot when Rupert was a baby, and then we've got a big IKEA like armchair in what was his nursery, but it doesn't match what we want to do with the nursery next, so we're going to sell that on Facebook. We've already sold his cart, we've changed that. That's coming from IKEA in a couple of weeks time. That's another thing, like you're going to get to see all of this stuff like coming from the nursery and things if I manage to keep vlogging up, so I think it'd be quite nice. I am waffling now, but it's a really nice chair. It looks really nice online, so hopefully it'll be really nice. It's a 2T Bambini one, Bambini, and I'm really hoping that it's what I want it to be. In my head it goes nicely with the curtains that we're going to have, and it's going to tie in, but you never really know until you see these things in the flesh, which you can't really do at the moment. This is something I'm going to smother myself in after this shower. It is the Lush Sleepy Body Lotion, and it is basically the dreamy touches of oatmeal infusion, lavender water and heavenly fair trade organic cocoa butter. I am not the biggest Lush fan, but I'd heard really good things about this. I really want to try the shower gel next, because I'm not really even like the biggest lavender fan, but the smell of this is insane. And I really do find that it, like when I breathe it in, when I can smell it on my skin, it makes me feel like more relaxed. I don't know if it's psychological, but I also ordered the Dream Cream because that had good reviews for stretch marks, which I'm not trying to get rid of my stretch marks. I've had stretch marks since I was about 8 years old. But this one is gentle oat milk and rose water. This one is nice. It doesn't smell anywhere near as nice as the Sleepy one, and if I was going to repurchase one, it would definitely be the Sleepy one. But this one did have really good reviews for pregnancy. So I'm really bad at using body lotions. Usually I hate stuff like waiting for stuff to like sink into my skin. But I've just been really trying to take those like 5 minutes after a shower to just take care of myself really, and give my skin some moisture, because even though stretch marks are genetic, you can't get rid of them, whatever, I can prevent my skin from being dry and feeling horrible. So that's what I've been doing. I'm going to take my makeup off now with this actually. It is the Blue Moon Clean Rinse Cleansing Balm by Sunday Riley. It is blue. It's a cleansing balm. Now I love the Body Shop one, and the Body Shop one is a fraction of the price of this. I do notice the difference. They both remove makeup really well. The only thing with that one is it does feel more of a treat when you're using it. Like it feels more like spa-like, which you'd expect because it's Sunday Riley. But also with the Body Shop one, I feel like I need to wash my face again afterwards with something else, which I normally do anyway. But with the Sunday Riley one, my skin just feels very clean and fresh and like new. It doesn't feel greasy, it's not like really heavy. So, but I don't know whether I'd repurchase this over the Body Shop one, because I don't know if the extra cost is worth it. But it is really nice. So if you like thinking of trying it, or you want to buy someone a gift and they love their cleansing balms, anything like that, I would recommend it as a good cleansing balm. This also as a cleanser is the Kate Somerville. I'm so out of breath, I'm sorry. I remember when I used to vlog when I was pregnant with Rupert, or I would do videos and I'd be like talking to the camera and I'd just keep apologising because I'd be like, but also I do talk very fast and I haven't seen you in a long time, so I've got a lot to tell you. But this is the Kate Somerville Goat Milk Cleanser, and I love this as like a gentle cleanser. Something, if I've skipped doing my skincare for a while and I don't want to go in with like harsh products, this is really nice. It's very milky, as the name would suggest, like non-offensive, doesn't really smell of anything, but it just makes my skin feel really good afterwards, and it's just really easy to use in the mornings as well, as just like a quick little cleanse. And then also another one that's nice if you've got like sensitive skin. This one's in the shower, which you shouldn't really cleanse in the shower because the water's a bit too hot for your face, but we gotta do what we gotta do. This is the Ren Evercalm Gentle Cleansing Milk. I'd really like to try the mask of this actually. And I bought this because one of my friends, she said she swore by it for like just kind of like a bit of a pick-me-up, and something that's quite gentle. And sometimes I do get quite rosy red cheeks. This is the Superdose Vitamin C Oxygen Boosting Moisturiser with Super Vitamin C. If you use Beauty Pan, you've not tried this yet, it's really nice. I feel after I've used that one, my skin does have that like glow that we would expect from vitamin C. My foundation's come off my chin again because of my scarf. The other vitamin C product that I do really like, which I do think is really worth it, it's been one of my favourite vitamin C's that I've tried, is the Drunk Elephant C Firmer Day Serum. So I use this in the morning before my moisturiser. I normally cleanse in the morning, either do a tone if I feel like I need a bit more of something. I'm using the Bobbi Brown toner at the moment. It's really nice. It's just kind of like just a toner. And then I'll use an eye cream, and then I'll spritz this on, which is the Josh Rosebrook Hydrating Accelerator Moisturising Facial Mist. This is so nice, and if you've been thinking about trying this, I would buy it. I already want a second bottle. Like every time I use it, I'm worried that I'm going to run out of it. It just feels really hydrating, luxurious. I feel like my skin benefits from me using it, which is what you want. Then I will go in with some of this. It's quite runny, so you have to kind of like catch it and then like slap it on your face quickly. And then I'll go in with a moisturiser, and the one I usually use, I'm gonna go back now. I'll just show you this before I go. If you're looking for an SPF, the Body Shop one's a really good one. I've been using that because I didn't actually ever use an SPF as part of my skincare routine, but Caroline Hiron says that if you leave the house and you're outside in the daylight or whatever, then even if it's cloudy, you should be wearing SPF. So I use that after all of my skincare steps, like after moisturiser. So I've been using my absolute favourite ever moisturiser that I've used for years. This is the Embryolisse Lay Cream Concentrate. It would have been easy for me to gather all this stuff up, wouldn't it? I could have even probably done a favourites video. I might do a separate video and talk about stuff more. Let me know if you want to see a favourites video. But this is the Lay Cream Concentrate, and it's just so nice. You can use it as a mask. You can use it as a primer and a moisturiser, and a lot of makeup artists apparently use this as their kind of first step base when they're doing people's makeup. I actually did ask for a lot of like beauty and skincare products for Christmas, because obviously I can't wear clothes, and I just think it's nice. They're just like nice presents to ask for, and I love stuff like that anyway. So I've got a whole bag full of stuff that I'm waiting to kind of like use some stuff up in here, clear some stuff out, tidy up before I get everything out, because I do like to really appreciate like each thing and like give it its rightful place. So if that's a video you'd like to see, like recent, obviously it's not purchased, some of the stuff I've bought, but most of it's Christmas presents. If you want to see any new stuff that I've got to try that I haven't tried yet, like a little haul video, let me know. I'm gonna get in the shower now because I'm still frozen. I am waffling. I've been talking for a very long time. I don't know what else I'll film this afternoon. There probably won't be that much, and then I'm gonna have to try and remember how to edit videos again. I'm gonna pop you down, hop in the shower, and then go down and ice some rich tea biscuits. He might let me eat one. Do we think, maybe? Good boy. Do you want some more icing? And then you can put some sprinkles on. I've got sprinkles.
Up there.
In there, on your biscuit.
Two.
Is that nice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There once was a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was a belly of tea. The wind blew up.
I am just sat writing a to-do list. Rupert's been happily playing. What is it? Is it Mouse? Gruffalo? Is it a Gruffalo book? Wow. What's in that bag? Is it a Gruffalo? Mummy, open it. Chilli is made, the table's all set. I'm just waiting for Rupert's to cool down quite a bit before we can go sit down. Myself and my lion hair are gonna leave this vlog here. It's 20 to 8. I'm shattered. I honestly, I feel like I can't keep my eyes open. We now have the mammoth job of clearing the kitchen up after tea. If you want to see other videos, anything, just let me know in the comments. Let me know how you all are, how you've all been. I feel like we have a lot to catch up on. I'm gonna try and read a bit in bed, but I honestly feel too tired. I might just watch some TV. I feel like I'm a bit too tired to get into a book, but we'll see. I've got to get tidying up first and get all this stuff away. So I really hope you've enjoyed. I hope you're all well, and as well as anyone can be right now. Let me know what you're up to. Thank you for watching if you've made it this far till the end, and maybe I'll see you soon.